Hello everybody, what is up, Prof Toast here, and today we're going to be doing an unboxing and review of finally that I got this, the Super Nintendo Classic. So I picked this one up just because, got some gift cards and everything, and figure might as well unbox it, check it out, give a review, get what my initial thoughts are with the game selection, and also maybe being able to sideload maybe a few games. I don't know, can't tell you guys where to find the ROMs, you'd have to do it yourself, but I could maybe tell you where to get the software, but first let's go ahead and unbox this guy. Alright, so here we are with the Super Nintendo Classic. Definitely going to be cool to dig into this. As you see the front of the box, we got kind of the classic retro look. Of course, there's some of the main big hits up here. It's got this talking about the console itself, the controller, then we got the back showing off all, the big hit games like Super Mario RPG, Mario World, Yoshi's Island, Zelda, Star Fox, all the good ones. And plus a whole list of, what you're actually getting in there. So definitely a pretty nice sized collection. I'm definitely really impressed with this. So let's go ahead. Hopefully I don't have to worry about cutting nothing, so we don't have to pull out our knife this time. Let's go ahead, open this bad boy up. Let's put that down there. So we're meted with our Nintendo little booklet. This is both an instruction manual and, from what I've heard, an actual full little poster from what you can see, kind of showing off a bunch of the games, the information on them and everything. So definitely pretty cool. I'd have to figure out somewhere to, hang that up and all that. So first we got not one, but two Super Nintendo controllers. And gotta say right off the bat, yeah, these feel like, legit, like if I were using one of the standard ones for the original Super Nintendo that I got. So definitely pretty cool. It is definitely an interesting design choice that they, for whatever reason, decided to use the old Wii nunchuck plugin. I don't know why. It would have been cool if they used a USB, but I guess they didn't want people to hack it, which kind of did anyways, but oh well. So yeah, so we got not one, but two of those, so you can do, your multiplayer and all that. After that, you got your standard Nintendo charging brick, which is actually not too bad. I'm kind of curious if you can use this on the Switch or not, but yeah. Then, let's go ahead, grab these two out. We have our micro USB cable. I don't know if this is actually Nintendo brand at all, but it's a pretty good thickness micro USB, so not too bad. And of course, one of our fancy fandangled. Let's see, I don't know. Oh yeah, it's actually Nintendo branded HDMI, so pretty cool. And then of course the main one that we've been waiting for, and I'm actually seeing it in person, is crazy how tiny this thing is, but the small unit itself is actually super freaking tiny. So we got HDMI and a micro USB back here, nothing crazy, a little bit of air vents. We got, the on and off switch right here. This is nothing, the eject is nothing, and then this is just your small reset switch right there. Then we got, let's see if I can get this off, or if it wants to come off, I don't know. There we go. So we got right here, which is where we're going to be plugging in our controllers. I did hear they made these ones a little bit longer than the really, really tiny NES ports, but yeah. So definitely pretty cool. So after this, let's go ahead, get this guy connected, and try it out and see how it is. Alright everybody, so here we are with the SNES Classic. So this is a bit of the main menu. You may see a few games that, aren't listed on the box. That's probably because that, what I was mentioning earlier, you can technically add more games along with, putting NES games in here. But we're going to be talking about the games that are actually included with this one. So we got a lot of cool ones like Star Fox and Star Fox 2, which is definitely interesting. So this one you actually have to complete a level of this before you can start on number 2. You just kind of go, I guess they want to kind of get you in there. You get Castlevania 3, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, Mario Kart, Super Mario RPG, Mario World, Metroid, Super Punch-Out, not Turtles in Time, would have been cool though, Zelda Link to the Past, Yoshi's Island, definitely not that one, or that one. This one should have been in here, but it's not. We got, I don't know, forgot whether that's one I actually added in or not. But yeah, so we got a lot of cool ones, and of course, as you see, I did go ahead and add in Country 2 and 3 just for the hell of it, but other than that, we'll go ahead and boot up a game, just show you how it works. You see, it definitely looks pretty cool. You got multiple CRT filters you can do. Well, not CRT filters, but you can do old school television one. Like if we go back out to the menu and stuff, we can sit there, go over here to display, add a CRT filter, and then jump back into the game. Jump where I was and everything. So it kind of looks like, hey, this looks like an old school TV. This is totally neat. And all that. Or you could sit there and, hold on a second, go over to Pixel Perfect mode, which is supposed to make it look a little bit better, but it's kind of, honestly to me it makes it look more pixelated and, you know, it doesn't look too good. Now one actually decent part that I did mod into this is the fact that, because normally if you want to go back out to this menu, you would have to sit there and press the reset button and then choose a different game. And this one I actually added to where I could just hold down start and select and be able to just go straight back into the menu, which makes it a hell of a lot easier than having to get up every time you switch a game. So now I'm gonna jump back into where we were, but I was gonna say, like, see, this one's kind of almost the same as Pixel Perfect, but you still get a bigger screen. Other than that, the controls definitely do feel legit. Like, it definitely brings that back the old school vibe, and I totally just died right away. But yeah, it's definitely nice. The controllers feel legit. It feels like what I was using for my original one. And so far, yeah, everything plays super smooth. Even games that, you know, weren't supposed to be on here that I added in here play super smooth. I haven't noticed any hiccups or nothing at all. So definitely pretty cool. Then you get multiple save states for all the games. You can do at least about 4 and everything. So definitely not too bad. So hold on, let me kill this guy. Then if I wanted to, you would normally do, if you don't have a mod, just to reset. And say, and it'll say, hey, do you want to save this restore point right here? You can press Y. And then you can sit there, either replace the current one you had or add it to one of the other 4 save states that you have. Now, as I was talking, if I want to do any sort of modded stuff, like even games that I added in here, let's try to find. So I did, Final Fantasy 3 was already originally in here. Let's just say, like, something like Gunsmoke. This was a NES game. I managed to get the system to actually run it. So you see, I'll go ahead and start it right up. And it starts like just like you're playing it in the normal game. So go ahead, like, you can honestly just play. This is probably one of my ones I had a ton of fun with when I was a kid. And it was oddly enough made by Capcom also, so yeah. But yeah, see, it plays just fine. Everything was great on it, so definitely pretty cool. And then this one, if I want to close the content, I can just go back and just switch it back. So this is the only one that. So yeah, that's the only thing is with some of the NES games, that is the ones that I will actually need to get up and reset if I don't want to go through the whole modding menu and everything. But other than that, we got awesome games like Kirby Superstar. I put the original Kirby in here. And all in all, it's actually definitely a pretty cool little machine to, if you want to have something that's hooked up to your TV and, you know, just be able to play all these retro titles and all that. Of course, I did cool stuff like, let's say, the Power Ranger fighting game and stuff. I added that in there. Now, this is noted in mind, if you do plan on modding any of this, this is all completely at your own risk. There is, of course, always the chance of messing something up. I will link a tutorial in the description if you guys want to, but for those of you who don't, it's just kind of something showing you, like, hey, it is technically possible and everything. But it's definitely pretty cool. We can sit there and add some, like, the classic ones, like this one I actually liked to be from a long time ago and everything. Other than that, if you're just strictly going for like the original games this one came with, then yeah, it definitely has a lot of freaking good ones. Like you got Secret of Mana and everything, and yeah, you're definitely gonna have a lot of fun, especially Super Mario World. and in Castlevania and all that. So definitely pretty cool. Alright folks, so there you have it for the Super Nintendo Classic. So this is definitely something pretty cool. If you're someone who, let's say, is looking to only emulate a bunch of games in that specific way, again, it might be cheaper just to do it on PC. But if you're someone who, wants to legitly, purchase some really awesome Super Nintendo games and have it on the miniature version of the console with the controllers, then definitely I say just for you and stuff, because this is definitely the easiest way to get some of the best Super Nintendo games they got, and it's super small, portable, and definitely pretty awesome. So that's not to say if you do want to, have some of these games purchased legitly and maybe you just want to add some more, it's definitely cool to do. Like, I know definitely if you, let's say, have some of the physical versions but you're not able to, of course, play it on this one, you can definitely go ahead and add it through it that way. But like I said, it's definitely at your own risk and all that. But besides anything doing to deal with modding, it's definitely a pretty cool system. The only thing I will say is the controllers, though they did make them a little bit longer, they are still a little bit on the short side. That's also why I went and picked up these Insignia extension cables and everything. Yeah, if you go to Best Buy, I'll go ahead and link that in the description below. It's about $10, it adds another 6 feet to your cables, and I was legitly able to sit with my TV all the way back where behind the camera is right now, all the way back here, and I can just play comfortably without having to be close to the TV or anything. So definitely pretty cool. And like I said, they add cool modes like the CRT filter for kind of added effect, or the pixel perfect mode. I still personally just prefer the 4x3 mode because it looks the best to me. But that's just my personal preference. But other than that, it's definitely a cool system to mess around with if you definitely are looking for some nostalgia kick or anything like that. But yeah, definitely pretty cool. Like I said, you can definitely good bang for your buck, because it's about 80 bucks, or you find it $74 used at GameStop if you really wanted to save like $5 or whatever. But yeah, you're gonna have a lot of fun with this, especially because it has all the good classics plus a unreleased Star Fox 2, which we haven't actually gotten to see before. So definitely pretty cool. But other than that, that's about it for this video. I do hope you like it. If you are new here, be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and also slap a like on this video. If you are not new here, I always thank you guys for watching and coming back. And as always, I'll catch you guys later.